Welcome to another episode of Living Life with CP. I am your host, Daniel Isaac. And today I wanted to talk to you about the most important resource to the person with CP Health. And parents, family members, I'm talking about you. Because without you, a child with CP cannot grow up and be an independent, well-rounded individual. I don't know, because I don't know where I would be if it wasn't for my mom teaching me at an early age. Number one, you are just like everyone else. You are just like everyone else. You have the disability. The disability does not have you. Number two, never say you can't do anything until you try. And, and with those two things, she helped influence me for the rest of my life. Because she is the reason that I am, or part of the reason that I am who I am today. The first part is God. The second part is her. But the point is that she played a big role in telling me from the get-go, you have a disability. You have a disability. The disability does not have you. And she also told me from the get-go, hey, you're going to have to work 10 times harder. You're going to have to work 10 times harder to get where everybody else is. Because I'm going to tell you something. People are going to look at you. And they're going to see that chair. And that's all they're going to see. You're going to have to work hard to make them see you, to make them see past the chair, to make them see you, to make them see what you can do. My mom has always said that she thought she was hard on me coming up. But the truth is, no, she wasn't. She was just getting me prepared for the world. Because if she hadn't told me any of that, then I wouldn't have known. And I would have let the rest of the world define me. I would have let the rest of the world define me. But she taught me that you can't do that because what they're going to see is the chair. And you want them to see the real you. She also taught me never to say you can't until you try. Because so many people go, I can't do this. So many people would go, I can't do this. But Mom taught me never say you can't until you try. She said, you know what? You might have to come out. She said, you know what? Even if we had to come up with a different way for you to do things, if you can do it, I'm going to make you do it for yourself. And to some people that may seem mean, but that wasn't mean. She was helping me gain independence. She was helping me gain independence. And yes, I will say that there were times when I was like, why can't she just do this for me? That would be so much easier than me having to do this. But the reality is, and it still is this way, because I find myself still wanting to be lazy at times. I wanted to be lazy at times, but she was like, you know what? No, we're not having this. You know why? Because you need to know how to do this stuff. You need to know how to do this stuff. And I'm not letting anybody. I'm not letting your brothers. I'm not going to do anything that you can do for yourself. I'm not going to do anything for you that you can do for yourself. I'm not going to let your brothers do anything for you that you can do for yourself. Because you need to learn it. And you know what? Even though, yes, like I admitted, sometimes I wanted to be lazy. Sometimes I still want to be lazy. I thank her for that because there's a lot that I can do. That if she hadn't pushed me and said, no, you can do this by yourself, and you're going to do this, I would still rely on somebody else to do this. I would rely on somebody else to do it. For example, when I was in school, I had several friends. They were just like me. They could talk fine. And they could use their hands. The only thing that was wrong with them, like with me, is that they had to use a wheelchair to get around. But I had several friends that could not feed themselves. I had several friends that could not feed themselves, and they relied on other people to feed them. My mom said from the beginning that you know, she didn't mind cleaning up a mess if that meant that I was going to be able to do it for myself. And then I remember an occupational therapist I had named Anne. I was a young kid, but I remember going into therapy and putting in front of me and giving me a spoon. Now, it is because of those two women that I can feed myself. But like I said, I have friends that can't, and they're just like me. Parents. You can handicap your kid. You can handicap your child more than a disability ever will. I know that sometimes you have good intentions, and you're like, here, just let me do it. But that is the wrong thing to do. Because if they can learn how to do it from themselves, because if it is something that they can learn how to do for themselves, they will be better off in the long run doing it themselves, no matter how much mess you have to clean up, no matter how slow they are doing it, they will be better served in the long run if you let them do it themselves instead of you doing it. Because I know you think you're hurt. I know you think you're helping, but in all actual reality, you are hurting them. You are hindering them. You are telling them, you know what, somebody's going to be around to do this for you. And because you do it slow, let them do it. Because you may not do it like everybody else. Let them do it. No, that's not what you teach them. You teach them, you know what? Yeah, you have to do it slow. Yeah, it may be hard for you to do it. But can you do it? Yes, you can. That's why I've said you are the biggest influence. You are the biggest cheerleader that your child has because we may not act like it, or it may not seem like it, but as a kid, and even as an adult, what you think matters to us. If you go, yes, you can do this. If you go, yes, you can do this, we'll go, okay, I can do this. But if you go, no, here, let me do it, we go, okay, they don't think I can do this, so I can't do this. And now, and then too, parents, I want to teach you, and this is how my mom raised me. Never treat, if it's possible, never treat your child any different than their siblings. If it's possible, never treat your child any different than their siblings. Because number one, that helps the siblings learn, hey, they're just like you. They're an ordinary kid, they're just like you. They can't get around, but they can't get around like you can. And number two, the more quote unquote normal that the child with CP is, the better the rest of the world will see them. The better the rest of the world will see them. Because I've had physical therapists ask me, you do realize, or say to me, you do realize you have cerebral palsy, right? Because of things that I want to do. They say, you know what, you do realize you have cerebral palsy, right? People with cerebral palsy don't do this type of stuff. And I go, yes, I realize that, but I'm not going to let that stop me. Because how you raise your child determines how they see themselves. It determines if they see themselves just like everybody else, or if they see themselves as a victim. When I want to say about the 7th or 8th grade, I don't remember what brought this up, but I was in school, and we were reading a book, where the book was being read to us.